And a donor advised fund. Kara, I'm glad you have a 66. This is on the 66.5 as well. So, let's say that Dean has $1 million in appreciated stock. And I'm considering making a charity donation of that stock. It would be silly for Dean to sell the stock, pay the capital gains, and then give the proceeds to my favorite 501c, Save the Tiger Fund. The Save the Tiger Fund is a 501c, and they take donations to go, save tigers. We don't have as many tigers in the wild as that guys like Dean would like to have. Anyways, that's not a good way to do it. The other thing I could do, Kara, is I could sign over that stock to the Save the Tiger Fund. And I get the $1 million deduction. They sell the stock. They're a charity. They don't pay any taxes. And the tigers end up with more money. Okay, now here's an even better way to do this. Companies like Fidelity and Schwab and Vanguard have what are called donor advised funds. These are 501c charities where they have a portfolio that is being actively managed. So now I, as a donor, give the $1 million to the Fidelity Gift Fund, a donor advised fund. And then I direct Fidelity where to send the proceeds to. And so I say, hey, send of the million, send 200,000 to Save the Tigers, send another $200,000 to Save the Jaguars. I'm into big cats, basically. Right? So must you donate to 2 or more charities? No. But this gives you more flexibility. I was reading where Bezos' ex-wife, Mackenzie, was using a donor advised fund for $8 billion worth of Amazon stock. And what she did was give it to the donor advised fund, I think it was Schwab. And, woo! She could have set up a family office, but she just thought that was easier, right? Than, having somebody. So now Schwab is going to manage that for her, right? Also, why retain the advisory privilege? I'm not sure what you mean by the advisory privilege. It's the advisor to the fund. Fidelity Management and Research is the investment advisor to the donor advised fund called the Fidelity Gift Fund. That's not a privilege they have. It's an investment advisory contract like any other investment advisory contract. If doing so disallows the deduction. Well, yeah, you could lose the deduction, but that was the whole point of the donor advised fund. You're not going to lose the deduction, right? So you're not advising the fund, the investment advisors. This is on the test, and the test question is about the efficiency of using a donor advised fund in donating the appreciated securities versus donating the appreciated securities directly to whatever your charity of choice is. Right. In my McKinsey example, I don't know if you recall that, Brian, that there were people getting anonymous checks for $2-3 million from the Schwab Gift Fund. And, people would say, who is this? And Schwab would say, well, we can't tell you who it is. This is a donor advised fund, and one of our persons would like you to get some money. Woohoo! Meanwhile, the money is advised.